Alright, everybody. We are now doing Leafgreen with a random Pokemon. So hopefully you guys got to see the Kabutops video that was put out yesterday. That Pokemon honestly did pretty good. But whatever we may get today, it's probably not going to be that way. Because for those of you who don't know, first stages in Fire Red and Leafgreen are very difficult. One, Brock exists, so half the dex is going to get walled by him. And the Elite Four and Champion are honestly very, very hard. Even harder than the red and blue version and the yellow version. People like to think of yellow as being the hardest Kanto game. I would honestly disagree. Like how Axie brought up Lance. What sort of makes Lance and Fire Red and Leafgreen harder than Lance in yellow is that the move Mimic exists. Like, Lance in yellow, one of his Dragonairs has Ice Beam, and anything can learn Mimic, so you can just steal Ice Beam and set up. And Lance in red and blue just sucks. But in this game, it's like, he is easier in only one way, in the fact that his Gyarados does not have Hydro Pump anymore. It has no water moves, so fire types have a better time. But the rest of his team is still pretty difficult. Yeah, so I guess let's not delay the inevitable. Alright, so one Pokemon, Kanto, Johto, or Hoenn. If it's something like Caterpie, Weedle, or Sunkern, I'm going to reroll. I mean, Sunkern is the weakest Pokemon of all time in this game. That's basically like a step above Magikarp. Like, if Magikarp got a 0%, Sunkern would get like a 1%. And then like Rattata would be like 40%. It's just that much of a difference. And funnily enough, if it's Shedinja, I would skip it because technically I've already done it. And Wobbuffet. Oh yeah, and Intimidate too. Oh yeah, so in my Discord server, I actually did re-ranks with Suicune and Flygon. I was able to improve Flygon's 1 hour result from like 2 years ago up to a 54. And I only improved Suicune by like less than a minute. I guess that kind of shows my Leafgreen play has honestly been pretty consistent with the good Pokemon. But obviously, like, with some of these lower-tiered ones, not so much. Oh, yeah, Shedinja's possible. Round 2 League? Absolutely not. I tried. And it's a shame Shedinja doesn't get Swords Dance. Because what's funny is that Nincada can learn Swords Dance, but not Shedinja. You would have to evolve from a Nincada. The only way to get it. Okay. Who is it? Who is it? Whiscash, okay, starting off with a fully evolved. I don't know what its stats are like, though. Never played with a Whiscash before. Let's see. Water Sport, Pickle, Mud Sport, and Mud Slap. Oh, it's only Ninjask. Oh, thanks for that. Alright, so yeah, having only Mud Slap until level 11... not really the best. What XP group are we in? Medium fast. Okay, decent. Alright, and our abilities are Oblivious. I'm pretty sure Anticipation's not an ability in Gen 3. But I think it would just be Oblivious, which means we're immune to Attract. The only fight where that matters, though, is Lorelei's Jinx, because it knows Attract. The only Pokemon in the game, I believe, that knows Attract. Aside from round 2 Agatha, because I think her Mischievous has it. But yeah, that ability is just useless. Let's see. Balanced attacker, not really the best speed, but we're a water ground type. Water ground types are really good. Like, you guys can look at Swampert, for instance. But yeah, the speed isn't really the best, but honestly, I don't think it'll matter too much. Let's see, what else do we get? Magnitude, Amnesia, Breath, Snort, Earthquake, Future Sight, and Fissure. Well, we could always do Fissure strats for the league if we need to. Excuse me. But I do think Amnesia is actually going to have some use. We can use it to build up our special defense, like against Lorelei. We could use it to build up against Lance. And we could use it against the champion, too. But what else do we get? Let's see. Oh, we get Rock Slide, too. That's good. And the TMs, it's just the stereotypical Water-type TMs. Like, we're going to get Surf, Water Pulse, all the ice moves. Plus, we do get Earthquake, but not Dig. And we'll have Earthquake by level up by that point, so that's not a big deal. And let's see. Honestly, other than that, I don't really see anything else good. Yeah, honestly, this thing is probably just going to end up using Earthquake and Rock Slide and Surf. Honestly, I don't think Amnesia is going to be useful now that I think about it. Because it's only going to help with some fights. Plus, it kind of restricts our moveset. So honestly, I think the best moveset is going to be Surf, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Because we'll need Surf for all the physical defensive tanks. Like, for example... Koga's Pokemon have really high defense. They're immune to Earthquake. Rock Slide is going to do almost no damage, but Surf is the way to go there. Besides, we can always delete it before the league, because Surf really isn't that useful in the league, but we'll see. How much money do you want back? Hey, Edmundo, how's it been? Nah, I think this Pokemon will do alright. Just trying to think of what the game plan is. Alright, let's see. Brock. Honestly, Brock can easily just... I can easily just get away with spamming Mud Slap, but I would kind of want Water Gun for the bug catchers. Ice Beam might be necessary for Lance. Either that or Blizzard. But honestly, do I think I'll be needing to do a vitamin buy? Honestly, I think so. Because I really want to do a vitamin buy to get more calcium. But if I do that, then I might not be able to get Ice Beam, unless I want to rely on Blizzard. But if it's only Lance I need ice coverage for, then I can get away with Blizzard. If it's only Lance. But like, if I need it for anywhere else, I'll consider Ice Beam. Okay, yeah, so for the forest, I think I may have to defeat the bug catchers in there, because even though I can beat Brock with Mud Slap, I'm not going to beat the Route 3 trainers with Mud Slap. So I should do a few trainers just to make sure I get Water Gun for the Route 3 trainers. Alright, and then we'll have Magnitude, which is a really good move until Earthquake. Alright, and then we can do Rival 2 or Misty. Honestly, I'm debating towards Misty because she's probably not going to be using Water Pulse on us much, because we're neutral to it. But I think Magnitude should do some serious damage, so we can get Water Pulse. I think Water Pulse is going to make Nugget Bridge a lot faster. What else, though? Rival will be easy. Secret Power. Honestly, this thing does not need Secret Power. I'm going to skip that. Alright, Surge is the assistant janitor of the gift shop, so he's not going to be a problem. Blizzard for Lance Dance, only for the Aerodactyl and Dragonite. Earthquake and Rock Slide should be fine for the others. Yeah, and I'm going to hold on to Surf in the mid to late game, just for the physical tanks like Koga's team. But I can always go to the move deleter. Like, when I redid Suicune, a strat we ended up doing was, before we got to the league with Suicune, we actually deleted Surf so we can teach Rest. That is something we could do for Whiscash. We could delete Surf and, like, either... Well, not relearn Amnesia, because the move relearner is on 2 Island. And if I want to go there, I have to do the whole Sevi Islands plotline in order to get access to him. Unless I want to hold on to Amnesia the whole game, and I really don't want to. So honestly, I think having, in the league, substitute Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Rest might be the way to go, because we are bulky. Like, we have 100 HP, and our defenses are in the 70s. But I feel like we can get away with Rest. Plus, if we need it, we can use Fissure, but honestly, Fissure would probably only help with Lorelei. I don't think it would help anywhere else. But then again, Earthquake exists. The only problem I see is Agatha for PP. Yeah, that is something we need to think about. Let's see. Ground moves are out of the question. I do not think 16 Rock Slides are going to be enough. We may have to actually reteach Surf for that fight. What I'm thinking, actually. Egg move is Spark, which is weird. Yeah, that is very questionable. I have no idea why this thing gets Spark as an egg move. Honestly, potentially reteaching Surf. Just because our special attack is just the same as our attack. And Rock Slide is probably only really good for... Wait. What is Rock Slide even good for? a stab Earthquake always does more than it does the same damage as a super effective Rock Slide. Because super effective Rock Slide's 150 power, stab Earthquake is 150. So the only reason for Rock Slide is pretty much Pidgeot, Charizard, but the Charizard we can just use Surf on. Rock Slide for the Gyarados. That is true. That's... Then again, though, it's neutral to Blizzard. Are you sure going into Lance with 8 Blizzards won't be enough? Because I'm sure if we get plenty of Calcium, and we get to him at, like... Let's say we get to Lance at around 65 or so, after we used all the candies. I think Blizzard would probably two-shot it, if we use all the Calciums. And then the Dragon Arrows and the Dragonite will be one-shots. Aerodactyls... John, we could use Ice Beam, but the problem is, it costs $80,000, and I would rather do a Vitamin buy, because I want to completely max out in Calcium. You might want to keep the Water Pulse TM for Agatha. That is also a good point. That is an option. But then again, we could also just reteach Surf. Unless we need to reteach something. Let's see. Our moveset in the league would probably be Earthquake, Earthquake, Substitute. No, the TM for Double Team is banned until level 100. This is kind of a rough one, actually. I'll probably go into the league with Rock Slide anyway, just because for all the flying types, Rock Slide's still the better move. At least it comes early enough to where it's useful. It's kind of a tough moveset to think about. Hey, Black Metal, how's it going? Alright, Alright, I thought about what to do at Surge. Now for the mid-game. Let's see. I think in the mid-game, the best thing to do first is go through the Safari Zone, get Substitute on the Learn set, teach Surf. We'll have Surf, Earthquake, and Substitute. And, I still can't really think of a point to Rocks. Well, Rock Slide is good until we get Blizzard. So yeah, get Rock Slide. And I think after that, I really do not... Well, could we do Koga right away? I think we could, because Poison is resisted by Ground. And we'll have Surf for decent damage, but I really do not like doing early Koga. Then again, I think the Rival 5 battle might be harder than Koga. Also, since this is a shorter game, we will do 2 runs. Sub, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Blizzard at the start of the league. Drop Earthquake at Agatha, have Water Pulse for Agatha, and then reteach Earthquake for the champion. Okay, that's actually a good idea. Because if we ended up reteaching Surf, it'll have less PP, and we can't get Earthquake back. Yeah, that is a good point. Alright, yeah, that's definitely a great idea. So, let's see. Koga... We'll probably do Koga first, and then we'll do Blaine. I don't know, I generally like doing Sylph first. I think I'm gonna do Sylph first, actually. But then again... if we went to... If we did Koga then Blaine, we could have Blizzard for the Rival 5 battle, but it's not going to be necessary. Honestly, I can't think of any reason why that Sylph fight would be hard. I generally like doing Sylph before Koga, just because it's more training for Koga, because Koga is one of those trainers you really do not want to fight him early unless you have a Psychic move. It's because he's real defensive. Not him being real defensive, it's the Muck. The Muck is a massive problem. Yeah, no Egg moves. Egg moves are not allowed. Even then, none of them would be any good. I guess Spark for the late game. Egg. You have the Earthquake for Muck. That is true, but I think it'd still be better to do... That may still need Sylph first, though, I think. So yeah, I think we'll do Sylph, Koga, Blaine, Sabrina, Erica. I don't want to fight Sabrina immediately after Sylph, because Sabrina is really fast. Her fastest is a 108 Alakazam. And then we'll do Giovanni. Alright. That's effectively the mid-game decided. You know what our moveset's going to be in the league, because Axie was able to figure it out. Alright, so what do I need to go out of the way for? Let's see. I mean, Substitute, I don't need to write that down. I'm going to remember that. Earthquake, we get handed. Water Pulse is handed to us. Surf is handed to us. I guess I should write down Rock Slide Tutor. I mean, if we wanted to, we could spend $20,000. Hey, thanks, Black Metal. Well, Sadler Rankin got a membership again. I swear, whenever there's a gifted membership, Sadler ends up getting it. Alright, so Rock Slide. And, we could get Mystic Water, but I don't think a 10% boost is going to be that good. Alright, so I will need to get Blizzard. Alright, besides Blizzard and Rock Slide, there is 60 speed's a lot. I think it's barely enough to be faster than the Pidgeot. That's why I'm thinking if we do Sylph training first. But then again, the reason I don't want to go plus speed is because 60 speed, it's at that point where we're never going to outspeed the super fast Pokemon. Is it really worth having plus speed to outspeed like a few things that aren't really that bad? I don't think so. I'm honestly thinking plus special attack minus defense. That's what I'm thinking, because grass is special in this game. Yeah, I'm going to go plus special attack minus defense. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I have to go out of the way for. I should write the order of the mid-game, though. Safari. Sylph. Oga. Blaine. Sabrina. Erica. Yeah, I feel like we need plus special attack because we're gonna have to spam Water Pulse on Agatha. And I don't want to lower special defense just because our only weakness is grass. I don't think that's a good idea. Alright. Let's go set up the save. And, since Fire Red Leaf Green runs are way quicker, I will do 2 runs. Alright, I just gotta go make the ROM. I love egg sandwiches. I actually do like egg sandwiches, though. Not like egg salad sandwiches, but I like eggs on a sandwich. Okay. Armored Mewtwo. Sadly, that's not really a run I can do. Thanks, Black Metal. Someone received it. Also, the reason I've been doing a lot of re-ranks in my server, because I don't really have much experience with Fire Red or Leaf Green at 4 times speed. I wanted to try and get some practice with it. Yeah, Exceptional is our savior, yep. It's a shame he doesn't really do much Fire Red and Leaf Green like solo runs anymore, but he's definitely been doing a lot better, like not just being like Scott's editor, but started doing like 4-hour edited like gameplay, and I guess definitely got way more success with that. Alright, so for nature, let's go mild, plus special attack minus defense. And our only ability choice is Oblivious. And perfect stats. And I gotta make sure I set Surge's trash can puzzle to be automatically solved. There's actually a flag in the PK Hex flag editor that I can check. It's hard-boiled. I don't eat them that much, but I do like them. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and set an over-under. What time will I beat the champion? Let's take a look at our leaderboard for a water ground type to compare to. I've never played with Swampert, but I think I did play with a water ground type somewhere. Oh, I guess I didn't. Let's see, let's look at other water types. Meryl. It's going to do way better than Meryl. It's going to do better than Vaporeon. Vaporeon had to grind a 16 for Water Gun. Celio. Celio was in the same XP group. It started with a water move, but it didn't have much setup. I think an over-under of 108 might actually be a good comparison. Yeah, let's go 108. 108 to 111. Also, technically, going out of the way for Rain Dance is an option if we want setup. Actually, ask you, do you think it might be worth getting Rain Dance for Agatha? Honestly, I don't think so. Because it would mean we'd lose a move. Yeah, because our moveset at Agatha would be Water Pulse, Substitute, Rock Slide, Rest. Is Rest going to be our fourth move? Honestly, just because we have no setup move, I think it might be worth getting Rest. I should probably write that down. Actually, wait. What did I say our moveset would be going into the league? Sub, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Blizzard, drop Earthquake. Oh, we're having Blizzard the entire time. Okay, got rid of Rest. I don't need it. Why is there egg talk now? I have no idea. This isn't the first time eggs have come up. I think it's a meme at this point. Alright, let's get started. We could just save Blizzard for Lance. You know what? That is true. We don't really need Blizzard before then, and having Rest as a backup would be a good idea. Yeah, I will get Rest. Where's the Worm and Gravel guy? I haven't seen him in a while. Alright. Let's get started. Playthrough number 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, our only attacking move for now is Mud Slap. Yeah, training to Brock is going to be a bit rough. I mean, like I said, we can pretty much beat Brock with just Mud Slap, but the problem is the bug catchers would be kind of rough. And a good thing is, even though Bug resists ground, at least we have neutral coverage against the Weedles. You might have to struggle down the trainers. I would kind of hope not. But then again, with 10 Mud Slaps, you're probably right. I don't know, part of me wants to Blackout train on the Light Years Junior trainer, but at the same time, I don't think that's a good idea. Just because the Sandshrew has Sand Attack. Let's start that again. It's going to be kind of rough for me to catch HM users, because I can't use Mud Slap to weaken it. At least we don't have... That is true. The longer ones make it hard. Well, sorry. Well, if it's for the random solo run streams, you can easily just skip the first 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, so I need to try and avoid healing at centers. But I probably should buy a bunch of potions. Just listen to my trips to work. Ah. We can fight Charlie, we can gas his struggle. Is that the... Charlie, is that the bug catcher who is peeing in a tree? The one just looking into the trees? I call him the pissing bug catcher. Just because it looks like he's peeing in the trees. Like, why is he looking away? Yes, the Caterpie Sandwich bug catcher. Caterpie Sandwich? No, he's the pissing bug trainer. Bug catcher peeing in the tree. Come on, Pidgey. You know it's supposed to be a 1 in 3 chance? There we go. Nope, nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to spend all my money on potions. I should probably get this one back here. I hate getting this potion, just because it's very annoying to get in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Sometimes you don't really have a choice. Wait a minute, though. Harden has 30 power points, though. Won't I have to struggle on a wild Metapod as well? How often do you need to use Blackout training? In Kanto runs, it seems to be kind of often. Yeah, I may need to try and lower my PP down on another wild Pokemon first, because I'm pretty sure Harden has 30 PP. And I have 50 power points I need to train. Come on. Dude, where are they? Otherwise, that Metapod will end up using Struggle. You know what? I could actually do this. Look, I can actually do it on this because Pikachu can't hit me. Man, imagine the sight of this, having to drain your PP on a Pikachu. Yeah, I'll just drain out Water Sports and my Mud Sports, and I'll just drain the rest on the Metapod. Well, actually, I should save the Tickles for the Metapod, actually. Cocoons are 15%. That would explain why I can't usually find them. Okay, this should be enough. Here's the bug catcher peeing in the tree. Yeah, I'll fight this guy, and then once I'm done, I'll heal up with some potions. Maybe I should have came in here with some slightly more mud sports. Because if I had done that, I could have gotten the Metapod to use Struggle, so that way I can lower its defenses. Because Harden is always undoing the tickle. Look at the Metapod defense. It's going between +5 and +6. Honestly, over under 108 to 111 may not have been the best comparison. There we go. At least Struggle's only doing 1 HP in recoil. Because in this game, Struggle, I believe, only does a quarter of the damage dealt in recoil. Leftovers can actually cancel out Struggle damage in this game. Am I gonna have enough PP? Or not HP? Am I gonna have enough HP? This is really cutting it close. This is really cutting it close. Okay. How many eggs could I hold? Probably like 3 in each hand. Alright, I'm gonna go fight 2 Caterpie Trainer. Anthony. This kind of reminds me of Alakazam in yellow. Yeah, we pretty much need to do this until level 11, where we get Water Gun. Just because, like I said, even though we could beat Brock with Mud Slap, we wouldn't be able to beat the Bug Catchers on Route 3. Like, the one Bug Catcher with the Weedle, Caterpie, Weedle. Or Caterpie, Weedle, Caterpie. That guy... Oh. Do I need to reset that? I'll give it a chance. Yeah, I need to reset. You have to go back to work? Well, thanks for stopping by, John. This guy only has a Weedle and a Caterpie. I don't need to save. Well, that's all the Bug Catchers, and I'm pretty sure that Sammy is not going to be able to be enough. I may have to defeat some wild Pokemon first. I mean, I could just beat the... What do you call it? I could beat Camper Liam, but I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, I should defeat some stuff in the wild first. One more. Alright, so long, Mud Slap. Also, even though we have Water Gun now, I'm still gonna defeat this guy. Honestly, I probably don't even need to use the center because it's not like I'm spamming my other moves. Just use some potions, I'll be fine. Alright, and also we could teach Rock Tomb, but I'm gonna not teach that for now. In fact, I'm gonna sell it. Okay. I will heal at the Mount Moon Center, though. How are you going to beat Misty? I think we're going to end up using Magnitude. Because we're going to get Magnitude at level 16. But honestly, there's probably... I don't know if there's really a point in defeating Misty first. Because even though Water Pulse is better, we're probably going to end up saving it for Agatha. Just so that way we can reteach Earthquake for the champion. Oh yeah, Amnesia. That's true, actually. Wait, what level? Isn't Amnesia kind of late? I did not mean to use an early repel there. 21? Okay, yeah, so we should probably do the rival first. Well, then again, actually, I'm actually not sure if Amnesia would help. I think Misty would just start spamming Swift. I don't know. Magnitude, there we go. Better to use Amnesia. That is true. Well, at least we outspeed the rival's Pidgeotto. Alright, time for some Magnitude action. 9, let's go. And it was a crit. 10 on the Voltorb. Or Voltorb. Get the Helix Fossil. We can't learn the tutors. Alright, yeah, so yeah, the Pidgeotto has 27 speed. So it's not really a big deal if we fight the rival now. Although, if we were facing the Bulbasaur team, we probably would do Misty first. Hey! Aw, darn. We might want Secret Power for the SS Sand. You know what? I mean, with only Water Gun... Yeah, that's probably a good idea, because I did sell Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb kind of sucked. I mean, if we're not going to be teaching Water Pulse, we're effectively stuck with Water Gun until Surf. So honestly, I think it would be a good idea to get Secret Power. Alright, hopefully we get a good roll on the Oddish. 7, okay. 6. Eight. Alright, definitely magnitude these 6. 6. I never even ordered... I don't even know what a Cob Gobbler is. Alright, also, should I get a Tract? Eh. I guess it'd be a good I guess it would be a good emergency item right here. Yeah, I'll need to use the elixir after this fight. I meant to use magnitude there. I tried to press down, I guess it didn't register. Weird. Okay, yeah, so let's get secret power. Plus, at least we'll need the training anyway. Alright, we outspeed the Staryu now. Magnitude 7. I've been pretty lucky with magnitude so far. Can you imagine if that was a 4? I'm impressed that lived. I mean, technically, magnitude would actually be our best move, but it is variable. I've never seen that, no. Yeah, secret power isn't the best move for this thing, but I gotta take what I can get sometimes. Hey, got the magnitude 10. Alright, so the plan here, set up 3 amnesia. Honestly, I think just 1 amnesia will do. Set up 1 amnesia. Magnitude. And then magnitude this thing. There we go. Honestly, it was kind of a good thing I got a 5 first, because that prevented her from going into super potion range. That was actually pretty good. And here's the interesting thing that happened. Oh, dang it. I would actually hold on to the person berry for far too long. And I remember with Suicune, I held on to it because it never got used at Misty. It ended up getting consumed at the on the Route 8 Gambler. The Gambler just after Rock Tunnel. Because the Vulpix has Confuse Ray. Alright, gotta go get rest. Oh, that was close. Get the trash berries. I can never remember which one's in which can, so every time I get the trash berries, I just get all of them every time. Unless I know for sure I don't need the berries. Oh yeah, secret power for the 2-shot. That's nice. Magnitude 4. That's the weakest one. That's a 10 power move. And with stab, that's 15. Aww. Yeah, and there's no point in saving or healing for Surge. He can't paralyze us. He can't even attack us. And for some reason... And, I mean, his Voltorb could use Sonic Boom, still. Hey, Alexander Cooper. 1 reset total, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Who was the 1 reset on? Wait a minute. Did I ever have a reset? Oh yeah, I did. It was on the bug catcher who poisoned me. Yeah, it was the bug catcher. Also, interesting fact, secret power does not make contact, so it's actually a fine move to use on static users and poison point users. Okay, well, at least he didn't use this. At least he didn't use the super potion on, No, I don't want rest and snore. At least he didn't use it on Raichu. I would have been so sad if that magnitude missed. It was a crit, too, on top of that, just to really show it to that assistant janitor, Surge. He's not gift shop manager, he's assistant to the gift shop, janitor. I managed to download music and remove dialogue from Pokemon anime for free, but I'm not going to post it on YouTube. That would be wise. Busboy. Yep. Surge is the guy you go to in order to validate your parking. Also, Secret Power does not one-shot the Odysseus, so I think I need to Magnitude those. Magnitude is kind of a slow move, though, because it has to, like, pop up more text. There's, like, a little delay to it. Also, I think from now on with water types, I'm just going to fight this guy every time. I mean, he's a spinner. Usually, other Pokemon would have to, like, slow down to get past him. But I think with water types, just fight him. I mean, the hiker up ahead, he's not really a spinner. He's more like a guy who walks around. That guy I try to skip. Alright, so yeah, Water Gun, the Cone, Magnitude, the Slowpoke. Dang, that was a crit 7. I think a 10 might be the only thing to kill Slowpoke. You don't need Amnesia anymore, you can just teach Rock Slide. Good to know. Also, I just realized I never bought, Super Potions. Oh well, I can buy those later. Nice, there's the 10. I did Egg Move Body Slam on my Torterra so it can squish small Pokemon. That's funny. Alright, after this I'll need to get Rock Slide in the place of Amnesia. Yeah, there's a Max Ether up there. Probably not necessary to ever get it. You often get way too many PP items in these games. At least I tend to pick up way too many. Seen Ash vs. Palmer and Diamond Pearl anime? I have not. Oh god. That was close. That's a spinner with 3 Slowpoke. Also, this is actually good repel usage. I am now out of repels, and that's fine though, because there's no more grass for a bit. Also, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to buy the super repels in lavender. Because I used to actually step foot into the Celadon department store to buy them and leave. Because, that's really inefficient because I'm not doing my vitamin buy yet. So I think doing it at lavender is actually more efficient. I'm gonna fight this guy, actually. The, muck sandwich. Oh, nice. 10 on the muck. Let's go. Oh yeah, Giovanni's not going to be an issue at all either. I hate these Pokemon here. These Pokemon here get in your way constantly. I think... Oh, yeah, the only reason I know they sell Super Repels is because of Ike. He doesn't actually go into the department store at all unless he needs one of those TMs. Gonna get that for Vitamin Buy. I like to get as much high money items as possible for the Vitamin Buy. Because I like to do the Vitamin Buy after I'm done with Sylph, because I only ever end up buying 1 or 2 vitamins at once for like my vitamin of the day. So I would like a lot of high money items, and that can include the other vitamins that I don't use. Also, these 2 rocket grunts guarding Giovanni's room. I like to call these guys the hardest rocket grunts in all of Leafgreen. Just because at this point, you're generally not too overleveled. And this guy right here has 2 Intimidate users. And plus, if you don't have a good answer for Sandslash, it can be a problem. Plus, Sand Attack is always a thing. The only surefire way to beat them is with Psychic, pretty much. Alright, I think the best move here is Secret Power and try and get a Paralysis. Oh wait, no, in here, in building, Secret Power flinches. Wait, and it paralyzes. What? Can Secret Power have multiple effects at the same time? I don't think it can. I Fire Red emulator once on my phone. On my when I was in school, on my Amazon Fire tablet, when I was still in school, I actually got an emulator and I've beaten the entirety of the Minish Cap on it. Wasn't easy fighting the final boss with touchpad D-pad controls. Aw, man. Also, I think my vitamin of the day, it's probably going to be calcium and carbose. Part of me also wants to do protein as well, because I don't think we're going to need much speed, honestly. I think I will use carbose, but I'm not going to buy any carbose. Like, I think I'll just use the carbose that I pick up, but when I actually buy, it's going to be protein and calcium. That's what I think I'm going to do. Because we need speed, but I don't need a lot of speed. I've never played any of the DS-era Zelda games. I've never played Hourglass or Spirit Tracks. Alright, gotta send the Marowak to hell now. Alright, so our mid-game ordering is going to be Safari Zone, Silphco, Boga, Blaine, Sabrina, Erica. And I will be getting Substitute right away. Substitute is going to go into the place of Secret Power, and then Surf in the place of Water Gun. I mean, knowing Scott, I think if Scott were to play this run, he probably would have taught Return immediately. There's Earthquake. There's my new slot. Well, Surf is going to be my slot 1 move. Somewhere around the mid-60s when Whiscash can outspeed the best Pidgeot with Vitamin Threshold EVs. Good to know. Oh, I hate these bikers. Nice. It is very hard. It was hard to avoid him on 3 times speed, let alone 4. Alright, get rid of Secret Power. Have you ever played any Legend of Zelda? Ever? I played a lot of different Zelda games. It'd be easier for me to list the ones I haven't played. Nah, I don't need Quick Claw. Well, you know what? I hope I don't run out of steps while doing this, but there's really not any other better held items. Darn it. Oh, yeah. Alright, teach Surf in the place of Water Gun. Silphco. So I'm going to be getting most of the valuables and a lot of the good trainers. Honestly, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, Silphco is probably the best training spot. Oops. It's not Cycling Road in the remakes. Cycling Road's okay, but the problem is Wheezing are just very hard to knock out. Remember, they have Levitate. Plus, I don't like constantly getting poisoned. Plus, I think for a lot of Pokemon, the Sylph training tends to be easier. But in Cycling Road, it's only a few bikers that are good. Yeah, usually if I need training, Sylph is always my first spot. But if I need more, I'll do the bikers. Just the tops, just the ones that have Weezings and Mucks. I mean, this Rocket Grunt really isn't that good, but I only fight him just so I have access to the heal bed. Oh yeah, Biker Boss still exists, yeah. I could have fought him, but I didn't have Surf yet at the time. In Red and Blue, this guy I would actually call the hardest Rocket Grunt. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in Red and Blue, the Drowsy and or Hypno had Hypnosis. Pretty sure one of them did. I want to avoid that Scientist. That Scientist has really bad XP yields. Got a Magnemite and a Grimer. Or Coughing. That was close. That Rocket Grunt's also terrible. They both have Hypnosis. Yeah, that's why they're hard. This game, they don't have Hypnosis. They have Disable, though, which is annoying. I really should think of a most efficient pathing through these guys, because I do kind of want to utilize teleporters. And the Receptions Rocket. Stack Scientist. I do think the same pattern from Gen 1 still works. Start with Macho Candy, fight Secret Past Giants, leads to the card key. Yeah, the teleport paths are still the same. But, like, I've never figured it out. I like to generally rush straight to card key, go straight to 9th floor, and then go to 10th and 11th and work my way down. I think this guy had good Pokemon. No, he did not. Okay. I did fight yeah, I did. Did I fight this guy? No, I did not. Alright. Alright, so I can only use one Carbos. Alright, and then I'll use my calciums and the protein. So when I do my vitamin buy, it's only going to be protein and calcium. Not flinch, get wrecked. Rock Slide. Because, execute resists Earthquake. I found one of the good uses for Rock Slide. Reflect, how dare you? Oh, I don't have Quick Claw, you're right, I forgot. Alright, and then I can just surf the last Rocket Grunt and Giovanni. Some of you guys may think all that training was a waste of time, but let me tell you, it is not. If you often need be around the mid-60s, or if you decide to skip training before the mid-game gyms, like, for example, if I were to rush straight to Koga after the tower, Koga would have been so difficult. Like, his muck would probably have been his wheezings would probably have been his coughings would have been 2 shots, the muck would have been a 4 or 5 shot, the wheezing probably would have been a 3 shot, and I would have ended up toxic. Oh, God. Well, that's something to improve for the second run. I did not expect that to kill me. I mean, I was being a little greedy there. I should have at least used a potion, but at the same time, it's Giovanni we're dealing with. I did not expect him to get a blackout. Give me a blackout. Alright, Koga's next. Yeah, the old me would go take on Sabrina right away, but the Alakazam actually outspeeds us. Also, technically, this is the only mandatory trainer in all of Koga's gym, but I do want to fight the Tamer with the 2 Arbok, 1 Sandslash. I don't want to fight the other one. The other one is kind of out of the way in this game. Just because the maze layout's slightly different, where, like, the Hypno Trainer that used to be mandatory is now optional. So honestly, going that way would just be kind of a waste. Alright, so we're gonna have to surf everything but the muck. Maybe this thing will blow up. Darn. Crit. Nice. Alright, so yeah, definitely from here we can either go do Sabrina or Blaine. We do not outspeed Sabrina, so we're going to go ahead and take on Blaine next. Because Blaine's fastest is, I believe, 84. Gotta make sure to fight Psyche the Fisherman. Another reason it's actually a good idea to fight Psyche the Fisherman is just because all of his Pokemon give attack EVs. I believe this guy gives you a grand total of 7 attack, because the Sea King give 2. He's effectively, like, 3/4 of a protein, and you get good XP. That kind of messed me up. Gotta get the braid and candy. Can't use that Carbos. Darn it. Also, in Red and Blue, you have to talk to these guys in order to fight them, but in Fire Red, their sight line of distance is like 0 tiles. Like, you have to be literally in front of them for them to see you. Blizzard. I think for bad Pokemon, they would definitely do Cycling Road, Fighting Dojo, and Pallet Town. Yeah, definitely. Also, when Axew made his EV training guide for Fire Red and Leaf Green in my Discord, the best places if you need a bunch of attack, fight the Psyche Fisherman, do all of the Fighting Dojo, and do the bikers that have Machop and Machoke. Basically, anybody with a Machop or a Machoke. Or a Goldeen or Sea King. I did not want to fight him. I accidentally answered the question wrong. Oops. I'm doing a Photoshop with Dragonite's Gen 5 back sprite. Guess what I'm changing? The wings, I guess? Alright, sub. I'm pretty sure, just because of Intimidate, I think Surf is better. Well, Axew, he doesn't use Super Potions in this game. He uses Hyper Potions. At least he upgraded. Give him some credit. Alright, so technically, just because I still cannot outspeed Sabrina, I'm gonna go fight Erica next. Oh my god, I hate flying in Gen 3. Also, I'm not using any of my PP-ups. They're all being saved for Blizzard. Imposter Blaine. Yep. I will save, though, just in case, but I'm probably going to one-shot her poison types with Earthquake. And then for the Tangela, I'll probably Rock Slide. Yep. You could do one PP up and the rest on Rock Slide. I guess so, yeah. Alright, so technically we don't outspeed the Alakazam, but honestly, It's not really that big a deal. Then again, there's one thing about Sabrina that's quite stupid. Stupid for her, at least. The AI treats, like, Future Sight as a decent attacking move, so she could either Future Sight or Psychic on me. Or Calm Mind, I guess. Oh my god. I'm literally turboing the A button when I'm doing that. Also, I'm gonna fight the cool trainers in Giovanni's gym. I'll just use a Max Ether on Surf before I fight Giovanni. Don't tell me it's the rear, Annie. Don't tell me. The tail? Like a tailgate? Everyone give respects to Cool Trainer Warren. He's the OG hard trainer. I mean, he's not hard today, obviously. Alright, so I'm going to need to Max Ether Surf. Yeah, honestly, I think if I go get the Victory Road rare candy, I'll be at 11 rare candies. But honestly, I probably don't need to do Victory Road trainers. Yeah, I'm gonna use all... Well, not all the candy. Oh, I didn't do the vitamin buy. Shoot. Honestly, the only thing a vitamin buy would do now is just getting me more calciums. I better go do that now, actually, before I forget. Nice flinch. All mine, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I mean, even if it broke... Well, if it did break my sub, I would just reset it up on the Rhyhorn. It's kind of interesting, though. He would actually send out his Rhyhorn for the Gyarados. Fissure. No. Alright, so I'm going to use all my rare candies to get to level 64. Oh. I was about to say I forgot strength, but no, I didn't forget strength. I just forgot to teach it. You're faster than Pidgeot? Oh, that's good. Oh, guys, check this out. I'm not going to do it, but I want to show it off. You know how you would have to reload the room in order to get both of these items? You can actually just hug the wall down there, and the boulder actually resets. Apparently, Exceptional discovered that. I actually used it in my Flygon re-rank the other day. Yeah, I've been using my repels improperly, so I'm probably going to end up going through like 30 tiles without a repel coverage. Yeah. What's the other item? The TM for Dragonclaw. Once we get to the league, move deleter for lap. Thank you for the reminder. I'm pretty sure you have to heal at that center, though, in order to set your fly point. But I did it just in case. Alright, and what move are we teaching its place? Blizzard. Actually, wait, no. We're teaching Rest. Because we don't need Blizzard until Lance. And Rest is basically just a backup strat. Alright, final 5 trainers. Let's do this. Wait, no. Earthquake. Earthquake and Rock Slide do the same damage. It's only worth using Rock Slide if I need flinches. Oh my, alright. Or PP management. Yeah, I probably should have used the PP ups on Rock Slide earlier. Oh, really? Yeah, here's the thing. 101 attack EVs is really bad. If I remembered to do the Vitamin Buy, I would have been at probably 120 by now. So me forgetting the Vitamin Buy pretty much prevented that 2-shot. Yeah, on the second playthrough, I need to remember to do it. Yeah, I just meant like the Pokemon League specifically. I don't know if you have to heal in it first. Hey, at least it blocked counter. I should probably use Rock Slide. Yeah, Rock Slide into Earthquake. That way he doesn't full restore, and it could get a flinch. Oh, that works. Drop Earthquake for Water Pulse. If you guys are wondering why we're dropping Earthquake for Water Pulse, we can reteach Earthquake, and Rock Slide is technically our only move for the Ghosts. I mean, Water Pulse is slightly weaker than Rock Slide, but it has more PP. My original plan was to reteach Surf, but actually convinced me if I had retaught Surf, I would have no room for Blizzard. Yeah, so definitely in terms of calcium, we're fine. But I need to remember to do the early vitamin buy for protein. Blizzard. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use a PP up. And then the rest on Rock Slide. I'm gonna see if Blizzard kills. Okay, it does the same damage. Good to know. Honestly, I feel like Attract may have been the better move. Substitute. At least for the League. Well, I do have the TM. I can always teach it. Aerodactyl, Blizzard. I got the Quick Claw Clutch. Nice. I'm gonna Rock Slide these. Oh. Why did that? Oh, right. Intimidate. I'm dumb. Yeah, I think Attract may have been the better move. I mean, on the champions... Actually, no. Substitute's better for the champion than Attract. Yeah, never mind. Honestly, Attract isn't as good in this game as the others. Drop rest for... Well, let's go ahead and give this a try anyway. Aw, seriously? Hey, Blizzard one-shot. Nice. Oh, yeah. Earthquake. Forgetting Earthquake is definitely rough. Why didn't I reset up the substitute? Just reset. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I was fortunate to get the Quick Claw on that. I meant to use Rest. Dude, where the fuck? Oh, right, I untaught it. What the f- How am I missing that many? Okay. $58.36. 3 resets, 1 blackout, level 69. Nice. Yeah, this is definitely the right moveset. I think the main errors I've made... Well, the blackout on Giovanni could have been prevented if I just used a Hyper Potion. But where were my resets at? One on the Bug Catcher. That really wasn't preventable because of poison. Where were my other 2 I had one on the Champion because I forgot to teach Earthquake. And I believe my final reset... What was my final reset, actually? My 3rd reset. See, the Bug Catcher, Champion... Is it Lorelei? No, it wasn't Lorelei. It was Rivals... You're right, it was Rival 6. Okay, yeah. The main #1 issue that I need to correct is do the vitamin buy. If I, like, at the time when I was done with Sylph, I probably had around, like, maybe 80 attack EVs. Oh no, I was like 70. If I had done the vitamin buy before I did Fisherman Psych, I probably could have had 130 attack EVs by now. And that Lapras, for example, would have been a 2-shot, and I really wouldn't have had to worry about ranges in the league. Yeah, forgetting the vitamin buy made a huge difference. Yeah, that was the biggest mistake. Maybe we could drop Rock Slide for Surf of the Champion. Honestly, that's a much better idea. Rock Slide was just so annoying. But it does mean I have to Blizzard the Gyarados, though. That's not really any better. I mean, on Lance, Gyarados and Rock Slide did the same damage. But then again, Intimidate. I'm quite lost. Honestly, the strat for the champion, I think, is just fine. Actually, technically, if we chose to never reteach Earthquake, we could still have Rest to use for the Rhydon. It just means we would have to Blizzard the Exeggutor like usual. Then we would have to Blizzard the Rhydon. I think that's it, just those two. It does mean we have to deal with Rock Slide for Alakazam. We do have to use some inaccurate moves, but I think not reteaching Earthquake in order to keep Rest might make the fight more consistent. That's what I'm thinking. Because actually, I don't know. Because Earthquake is needed to one-shot Alakazam. And Rock Slide two-shots it. You think not reteaching Earthquake's the strat? Honestly, I think if I remember to use the PP-ups, I think maybe I should use an extra PP-up. Well, there were only 3 PP-ups in the game. The Sylph, Cycling Road, Celadon. Wait, there was also Rocket Hideout. Did I not? I must not have gotten one of those PowerPoint ups. Rhydon's after Alakazam. That is true. So yeah, we can defeat the Alakazam, because without a Quick Claw clutch, the Alakazam is going to break the substitute. Then on the Rhydon, we can actually reset back up, because I never noticed it use Earthquake. I only ever noticed it use Scary Face or Rock Tomb. Because then again, our health will still be decent because the sub was broken. We can reset the sub and then use Rest. Okay, yeah, so I think that's the changes we gotta make. Alright, I forgot to make a save state, so I'm gonna have to do this. But yeah, since Leaf Green is a quicker game than like Platinum version, for the random runs, I will do 2 runs. In fact, the only games I'm doing 2 runs in, unless I got like Rattata or something, would be red version, yellow version, crystal version, sapphire version, leaf green version, and emerald version. Did I get the under? I actually did get the under, so yeah, I very much underestimated this thing, but then again, I was comparing to Celio. Honestly, I guess that kind of shows you just how much better my runs are in Leaf Green in general. Alright, keep it female. Honestly, I think mild was the correct nature. Yeah, Whiscash is honestly going to get a very good time. Water Ground's a great fire end generally in Gen 3. In Emerald version, I would say they're slightly worse, just because there are a lot more grass types you gotta deal with, but then again, there's not a single good grass specialist, unless you face the Grovyle team. Yeah, we can definitely be way more efficient with the PP, draining the PP for, Forest. Yeah, pretty much beating all of the bug catchers plus some wild Pokemon. Honestly, I should probably try and fight the wild Pokemon on Route 1. Nah, just struggle's fine. Alright, let's start a new poll. Alright, let's see. What time will I beat the champion? Let's see. Our first run was a 58:36. So, honestly, I had to do a huge detour to do a vitamin buy. Plus, I had a very bad blackout in Giovanni that was heavily preventable. I'm going to put the under at 57. I think we can easily do better than that, but I'm trying to teach myself to always assume that things are going to go wrong. Because when I used to make my over-under predictions, I used to think best case scenario for the under. But no, I got to be reasonable. Alright, well, I guess we'll get started with run 2. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I gotta make sure to get all the potions. I notice in second runs, often you find out trainers that you got lucky on the first one. Sometimes Misty was easy, and then the second run she's hard. Yeah, that's called iking your way through the first run. When you do really good on your first run, but then there were trainers you had no idea were difficult. But then again, Misty is not one of those exceptions. Misty was not going to be hard. Alright, hopefully I get better luck with the Pidgey this time. If I don't catch the Pidgey right away, I am resetting. And the reason I'm not waiting to just catch Spearow is because I don't have a way to damage the Spearow. Generally, like, if I can't find a Pidgey, I'll just catch the Spearow on Route 3 as a backup. But the problem is, I'll be a higher level by that point. And plus, I'd rather get the reset later than... I'd rather get the reset earlier than later. Okay, so for the forest, I need either a Pikachu, Metapod, or Kakuna. Also, I kind of want to keep some Tickles for the Metapod. Plus an extra 10 PP. Basically, basically by the time the Metapod uses Struggle, I want its defense to be lowered. There we go. Alright, so I want to use all my water sports. Alright, so here's what I want to do. I want to get rid of all my water sports and run. And now here's what happens. I have exactly 38 power points, which is definitely a little too much, but basically, the Metapod only has 30 Hardens. So I want to save the Tickles for last. That way the Metapod itself will use Struggle first, and it could miss. Plus, the defense drops with Tickle will actually stick. So I can actually do more damage. Because a 1 damage for 1 HP recoil is not a good return. But if I could damage it for 3 and get 1 recoil, that's far better. Alright, Tickle. Let's see how the Metapod, even if it does hit me with Struggle, is only going to deal like 1 damage. Yeah, see the Metapod's already using Struggle? Okay, it's actually kind of doing decent damage. There we go. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure 12 HP is enough for the Metapod. It's going to be cutting it close, though. Actually... oh yeah, barely. Barely cutting it. Let's go. Alright, now I need to go back and fight the other bug catchers. I'll fight some things in the wild too when I see them, but I'm going to wait till I'm a higher level first. Alright, I'm going to fight the Caterpie Weedle bug catcher first, before the one with the Kakuna. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's fine, though. At least there's only a Caterpie. I'm pretty sure I can beat it. Although, I'm going to have to pick up the tree antidote now. I probably should have picked this up earlier. Alright, I gotta save here because if the very first Weedle poisons me, I gotta reset. There we go. Oh, I guess this one too. Yeah, because if it poisons, there's no way I can beat the Kakuna. Alright, so now... on my way to Bugcatcher Sammy, I need to defeat some Pokemon. I don't remember how much XP Bugcatcher Sammy's Weedle gives. I think one more Pokemon should be good. Oh, you dude. That's not cool. Alright, Lucky Pikachu here to save the day. Although, I wanted to skip healing at the... center, but since I'm poisoned, and I've already used up the antidotes, I am just gonna have to heal. That's fine, though. It means I can skip the Mount Moon heal. Does anyone want to rewind to my first run? Tell me what my split was when I beat Brock. Alright, my split is 806. Alright, so in here, I just need antidotes, couple paralyze heals. Okay, let me sell Rock Tomb. There we go. And also, 904. Okay, nice. I'm actually ahead. Well, I think that's mainly because I didn't get the reset. Alright, so yeah, fight the same optional trainers as before, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and in Mount Moon, I'll fight everybody that has rock types. Honestly, I still need to heal at Mount Moon. Magnitude. Have I got a deal for you? Magikarp for 500 Poké Dollars. Here's the thing. In my Fire Red Leaf Green runs, I will only get the Magikarp if I need leftovers. Because I have a guide for getting leftovers before the league. And, involves it. Actually, technically you could get leftovers before Koga with my strat. Because all the Pokemon you need to catch do not involve Surf. Okay, 35 HP will be enough. What mons would leftovers be needed for? I know Parasect needed it. Wobbuffet needed them. I guess some really bad first stages could use them. Usually the time invested would never be worth it, but Parasect absolutely needed them. Chansey might need it? Probably. Especially since Eviolite doesn't exist. Lickitung? Okay, I don't think Lickitung. Because remember, it's still a huge time investment. I actually remember I timed it one time. Like, like I would start the catching. Like, usually I wait to catch all the Pokemon until I have Fly and a bunch of Ultra Balls. I basically started my time, like, as soon as I got Ultra Balls and Fly. And I timed catching everything, and it took me, like, 8 minutes. But that was on 3 times speed. So I think on 4 times speed, I could do it in 5. Let's just call it, like, a 5-minute time investment. And that's kind of generous, too. Because my route does involve catching a, Caterpie/Weedle and Metapod/Kakuna. Plus, it involves the Pikachu there, because I need to buy a Thunderstone for Raichu. Any blackouts in the first one? Just one, and it was in the Sylph Giovanni fight, because I didn't use a potion, and his Nidoqueen knocked me out with Body Slam. But that was the only blackout. Okay, I need to conserve my water guns until I get to the elixir. If we rank it, where would it be? Wait till the run's over. Oh my. I was going way too quick. I should have done the bag trick there. Oh well. I'm going to probably spam Magnitude on the rest of his team. I need to save some water guns. I mean, technically I could get the Death Ether coming up and use that, but I'm just going to heal at the center after I get to Bill anyway. I mean, plus I'm getting secret power too anyway. The Death Ether, not Death Eaters from Harry Potter. The Death Ether. And it's the ether next to Bill's house. The reason it's called the Death Ether is because in red and blue, if you choose to pick it up, you're going to forget you have it, and then your bag will be too full in order to get the secret key. Because the secret key for Blaine's Gym is the last item you have to pick up that you don't already have. And usually in runs where you don't have room for it, it's usually because you picked up the Death Ether. Yeah, that's why it's called the Death Ether. Because that ether can screw you much later. But the one on the SSN is the Life Ether, because you only ever get that if you're training in SSN. But it's definitely a lot less useful in this game, just because Heal Bed exists. Yeah, Amnesia's definitely not needed for Misty. I was laughing. I thought it was that. I thought that is a weird item. Oh, like the Death Eater item. And this song is broken. Honestly, just to make sure I'm good on healing items, I'm gonna go in here and get the Super Potion too. How's backspace in Gen 3 compared to other gens? I think in Gen 3 it goes up to 50. It can get full though. I know that for a fact. It can get full. I've only ever had it happen in Archipelago randomizers though, where you get like a billion junk items. I think in the newer games, there's enough bag space for one of every item. Well, then again, they did split it into like a billion compartments. I went ahead and skipped that song. I don't know why it was silent. Song must be broken. Problem was trying to find the item. Here's a question, John. If you try to move an item into slot 1, does it stay in slot 1 if you get a new item? Or do new items go to the top of the bag? Or do they go to the bottom? Oh yeah, Gen 2 had categories, but it was still a limit of 20. It's just in Crystal, the limit of 20 was harder, just because Pokeballs and TMs and key items have their own slots. But 20 regular items is entirely possible. Can anyone tell me what my split time was at Surge in the first run? Alright, I don't need to heal. Thanks, Annie. It's fine that I didn't fight that hiker the first time. It's just, he's good XP, and I would prefer not to fight spinners, so I just YOLO him. If I encounter him, then oh well. 1945. Oh, okay, so I'm still a little bit ahead. This time was 1846. So I'm ahead by roughly 59 seconds. Actually, no, I'm ahead by 61 seconds. No, it's 59 seconds. I was correct the first time. Oh, God. That is a lot, because these runs are generally a lot shorter. Like, that'd be the platinum equivalent of being ahead by 4 minutes. Alright, so I need to teach Rock Slide over Amnesia. Honestly, Amnesia was not useful at all. You don't really need it for Misty. I guess if you got super unlucky with Magnitude luck, I would say so. Yeah, that is still very good news. Alright, I'm gonna have to... I'm not YOLOing past this guy. Normally, I YOLO past that guy in the dark, but just because Slowpoke are honestly kind of difficult for this thing, I'm going to attempt to skip him. Good at this cave, I get lost here. I've been doing Rock Tunnel for many years at this point, throughout many different games. Oh, God. Alright. 11, 13... The only service purpose would be Erica, but no, it's not useful for Erica. You one-shot everything. Because we can delay her. Like this guy. I don't like doing that section on the bike. Even with running shoes. Alright, so I am going to get a total of 4 PP ups. I'm going to use 3 of them on Rock Slide and 1 on Blizzard later. Apparently the PI class of Sinnoh is supposed to be the same as the Gambler. I don't see it. You gotta look at their movesets. Like, for example, PI Carlos, south of Veilstone City. He has a Goldeen with Flail and Horn Drill. PIs like to use one-hit KO moves in Sinnoh. That's effectively what they do, is one-hit KO moves. It's like that one trainer from Blaine's gym in Pokemon Stadium. I think it was Blaine's gym. There's one guy who only spams one-hit KO moves. Like, he doesn't do anything else. Groudon was fun last night. What games have you used Groudon in? I think it's just Emerald and White 2 Challenge Mode. I only did Groudon White 2 Challenge Mode just because I did Kyogre with it, and I figured may as well do Groudon. It did really good in White 2 because it being immune to paralysis moves like Thunder Wave. Being immune to Thunder Wave is super good in White 2. Plus, ground offensively is really good. Well, in this game, he says, I'm a ramblin' gaming dude. Also, I believe our next area where we got a reset was actually Rival 6. Nice flinch. It actually would have been really bad if I got hit with Leech Seed. But fortunately, I did not. And I missed. Flinch. Nice. Magnitude. Also, I know this from the first run. Those Ghastlies are one-shots with Water Gun. Normally they have... Well, I know in Gen 1 they have decent special, but I don't think they have decent special defense. No, it's not. Let's see how their special attack is so much higher. Yeah, these Ghastlies are a lot easier in the remix just because the special stack got split. It definitely got way worse special defense. Its defense and special defense are actually kind of similar. Like, I know in Gen 1, like Agatha, for example, Agatha was still sketchy with special moves even if you had Psychic, just because of their very high special. My fastest time in Sun so far. It was so good to play with great moveset and good stats. The ability helps it a lot, except for one fight, which it hurts. Play Kyogre, though. You did Groudon, now you need to do Kyogre. Kyogre is one of the most broken Pokemon of all time. At least if you don't count Megas. Or Eternamax Eternatus. Like, having permanent rain up, and I'm pretty sure Kyogre would still start with Water Pulse. Like, having a move that effectively has an effective power of, like, I don't know, like 120, probably even more than that, is insane. Actually, I think with Rain and Stab, Water Pulse is 135. And Resisted, it'd be like 75, I think? Around that range. I hate flying. Also, I'm still not going to fight anybody on Cycling Road. Darn it. I really hate these bikers. It's really hard to avoid them. Maybe, who knows? Tropic Claw. I need to remember to do the vitamin buy as soon as I am done with Sylph. Yeah, I think the only... Oh, I forgot the T. I think the only TM you should go out of your way for is the TM for Thunder. I don't know where the TM for Thunder is in Sun and Moon, but hopefully it's somewhere good. You don't even need to get Calm Mind. It gets it by level up. Oh yeah, there's no good trainers on the 4th floor. Yeah, the 4th floor only get the vitamin and the nugget. The vitamin and the TM. Also, I'm pretty sure I have the 4 PP ups by now. Oops. Alright, so I really should use 3 of them on Rockside right now. Three. Oh well, just 2. Where's the 4th PP up? Let's see, Silphco? Oh, I didn't get the Cycling Road PP up. That's on the opposite side of Cycling Road. Oh well, just 2 PP ups on Rockside will be enough. Sixth floor. On the last island. Oh, okay. Oh, geez. Alright, 9th floor now. Floor. Alright, 8th floor. 7th floor? IR... Oh no, 7th floor is the last floor I need to do. Origin Pulse or Water Spout? I don't really remember what the effect of Origin Pulse is. I would honestly say Water Spout, if you plan to one-shot everything. So it's Hydro Pump with 5 more accuracy, and it's a spread move. Honestly, I would probably stick to Water Spout just because Water Spout's more accurate. Plus, Water Spout maxes at 150. Either that or... Oh, right, Surf's in the postgame. I don't know. I know for a fact they both only have 5 power points. Honestly, you'd be better off with Water Spout, in my opinion. But then again, I don't know how often you're going to get damaged. John actually told me there are no water-type TMs before the post-game. At least Surf. I don't know about Scald. I already got that. Alright, so I need to use the proteins, calcium, and the carbos. Where's my protein at? Oh, I already used them. Calcium I need to use. Quick Claw. Alright, so I'm gonna need to remember this. Save, make sure I'm healed before Giovanni. And when I'm done with Sylph, immediately do Vitamin Buy. I could have had an extra 40 or 50 attack EVs for the league if I had just remembered. Earthquake? Yeah, Earthquake's better. I think even if Earthquake is resisted, but Rock Slide isn't, Earthquake is still better. I think they would both be 75. There is Scald. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Max Potion, Max Potion. Also, I need to use Earthquake for the Kangaskhan. I think in the first run, I did not use Earthquake on Kangaskhan, and that ended up making it take more hits. Resisted Earthquake and Neutral Rock Slide are both 75. Okay. So basically, in other words, the only reason I should ever go for Rock Slide is if I'm facing a Flying type or want Flitches. Am I gonna die? Oh my god. Oh man. That is an Ike strat right there. Vitamin Buy. I was at full health too, but it only came close because I got poisoned. Alright, I need to sell the zinc, HP up, the iron, 3 nuggets, and Focus Punch, Bulk Up, Double Team, Shockwave, Torment, Steel Wing, Snatch. Alright, so Vitamin of the Day. I need 5 protein, and I can't use any, or calcium. I'm not going to spend the rest. Alright, and then we're going to do Koga. Andy, there's also Execute and Executor. Can anyone see what time I was at when I beat Koga? If I had to guess, I'm probably slightly behind now because I did the Vitamin Buy. Might be losing my job. Uh-oh, that's not good, John. What, were you caught slacking off? Or is it one of those executive company-wide layoffs? I'm sure you'll get another one, John. So check this out. Now that I have 105 attack EVs, now it's a good idea to fight Psych. Hey, Alexander Cooper. Yeah, remember, in the league, in the first run, I had 107 attack EVs. Look, I'm at that right now. And more. See, this is the difference when you forget to do a vitamin buy. So now, Lorelai's Lapras will be a guaranteed 2-shot, and Lance would be less sus. It was 40.08. Wow, even with the vitamin buy, I'm still faster. Then again, I didn't have that blackout on Giovanni either. Although this run, I was very damn close. I mean, that was kind of my fault. I was rushing it. I should have used a substitute. The substitute would have prevented that poison. Darn it, I cannot believe he caught me twice. This guy almost never catches me. Well, at least it's an attack and speed EV. Not a big deal. Alright, Blaine time. Hello, Laser Gamer. Also, I did not mean to fight that guy. I thought that was the Rapidash guy. No, this is the Rapidash guy. Alright, so yeah, substitute, spam surf. Setup substitute is just so the second Arcanine can't hit me with Intimidate, so that way if I somehow run out of surfs, I can just use Earthquake. That works. Alright, Erica next. I will need to heal at the center, though, because I am running a little low on Earthquakes. Actually, 6 Earthquakes is going to be enough. I don't need to heal till later. I am going to save, though, before Erica, though, just because I am going to have to Rock Slide the Tangela. And if it misses, it could be bad. Yeah, I'll heal before Sabrina, though. Honestly, I would love it if they brought back the World Tournament. Way better than the Battle Frontier, for sure. Oh, bro, going so fast. This is the second playthrough, and I've played Fire Red and Leaf Green solo runs for years at this point. Plus, this is on 4x speed, so it's a combination of all of those. Also, check this out. You can actually dig in Sabrina's gym. Alright, now I need to train on the cool trainers in here. I'm basically just fighting the exact same trainers as the first run. Yeah, Laser Gamer, I know you said hi already. Honestly, Annie, if you smelled something, you probably didn't need to type it out. Just leave and just come back and be like, hey, sorry, I was gone. All right, max ether. Where's my max ether? Here we are. Yeah, I am going to one-shot sweep Giovanni's entire team, so I don't even need to use a potion. Probably a mixture of both, Dominic. Oh, okay. I outspeed the Doug Trio by 3. Yeah, all those carbos were definitely good. Do you play Minecraft? I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. Yeah, actually, it's been mostly single-player hardcore. Sometimes I do multiplayer hardcore with my brother. Do you like May and Max from the Pokemon anime? They were okay. I liked Max. I figured May was I thought May was like one of those generic, like, older sister jerks to her younger brother type of thing. Like, the older sister's a jerk to the little brother. Kind of how I view her. Ah, okay. $55. There we go. Actually, no. The one in Victory Road will be the 10th candy. Forgot to teach strength again. I mean, here's the thing. Whenever I have to teach Surf to my main Pokemon, I always forget to teach Strength to the Lapras. Because I always teach Strength and Surf at the same time. Thousand hours on your Nintendo Switch? Nice. Hit and miss. Well, the black and white anime I sort of grew up on. Like, I remember, like, watching, like, a decent bit of the episodes. I figured it was just like every other season of the anime. I mean, pretty much all the seasons were the same, just the difference is, like, who the characters were. So am I ahead by, like, 2 minutes or something? That's insane. Alright. Heal up. And I gotta go delete Surf and teach Blizzard. Or no, teach Rest. Wait, no. What am I doing? I thought I was getting Strength for some reason. Teach Rest. Oh, use the candies now. Yeah, I'm gonna end up at the exact same level as last time. Oh yeah, there's gonna be even more time save in the league for sure. Alright, remember, Earthquake, Lorelei. Only Rock Slide if I want the flinch. Well, I'm also going to do it to preserve PP, too. Oh, nice. Oh, it's a range, damn it. Before, that Cloister was a guaranteed 3-shot, but now it looks like it could be a 2-shot range. Okay, Amnesia, that's really good. Lapras, Earthquake, Ice Beam. I am impressed that did not break the sub. Oh, I'm out of Earthquakes. Alright, I have to Rock Slide Jinx. Okay, if that had missed, I would have been so mad. Oh yeah, that one episode. I think it lost the electricity because of Zekrom. But I remember that whole meme of the Pikachu that beat the Sinnoh League, or participated in it, lost to a trainer's Snivy. It was kind of hilarious. Okay, I forgot. I need to Rock Slide it first. Regular Ether 5, it's 10 PP. Alright, teach Water Pulse in the place of Earthquake. Dang, it would have been cool if she hit herself there. It was not for me, Johto. Then Gen 4 and Gen 6. That's why Aura's way better than Scarlet and Violet because of Megas. I do agree with the fact they're better, not because of the Megas, but mainly just because of the nostalgia factor. Well, then again, it's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire specifically. X and Y, not so much. Alright, now, in the place of Water Pulse, I teach Blizzard. Alright, then use the 1 PP up on Blizzard. Fixer. Full Restore. Alright, so Rock Slide and Blizzard do roughly the same damage. Hey. I'm gonna Rock Slide that. Oh, miss. What the quick fuck? -2 speed. I should be fine. Yeah. That was kind of risky though, but first try. Alright, Elixir. Alright, so here's the unique thing we're doing. In order to keep Rest for the Rhydon, I'm going to have to use Rock Slide more instead of Earthquake. It's just a thing I'm gonna have to sacrifice. Ah, come on, dude. Okay, I'm resetting that. That is ridiculous. I was so close to a no reset run. Yeah, Gen 4's post-game was really... Oh my god, I missed 4 Blizzards. Dude, stop missing Blizzard. Nice Quick Claw, okay. Dub. Yeah, this is a bit of a luck-dependent strat, but at least we have a... Oh, shit. Oh my god, dude! I think I missed like 4 Blizzards in that fight. Who does he send out next? Sends out Gyarados next. Yeah, it's probably better to use Rest on the Gyarados. Honestly, I probably should have gone Resto Chesto here. Fire Blast miss, nice. Oh my god. 55-36. 2 resets, level 69. Nice. Okay, yeah. The champion is still a risky fight with Rest. Honestly, I don't think keeping Rest was a good idea. That really did not make things better, but in the end, like, Earthquake would have one-shot Alakazam. I think the better play was just to Rock Slide the Pidgeot. And again, though, I kept missing so many times. Plus, me using Rest on the Rhydon was actually a bad idea, because he used Earthquake and broke the sub. Surprised it lived the rocks. It was because of Intimidate, that's why. I saved 3 minutes exactly. My PB was a 58-36. I got a 55-36. So yeah, honestly, how would the champion fight even be improved? I don't really know, because you're still going to have to rely on Blizzard accuracy. This fight's just risky. Actually, here's the thing. I don't think... No, Rock Slide does not one-shot Pidgeot. If Rock Slide could one-shot Pidgeot, then Substitute would not be needed at all. Well, I guess... I mean, for the Gyarados, it honestly didn't really matter that much, because it never full restored. But then again, Charizard did live. Here's the thing, if we got rid of Rock Slide for Earthquake, we could one-shot the Alakazam, but we would have to Blizzard the Gyarados, which would be bad. Or if we got rid of Blizzard for Earthquake and Rock Slide, we would have to Rock Slide the Exeggutor, which I think would be a 2-shot, I think. Honestly, I don't really see a good answer for this fight. Just, you're gonna have to accept some risk. But anyway, 55-36, that is... Go ahead and add it to the leaderboard. This is my 35th Leafgreen run. Probably a 3-shot, most likely. But yeah, I don't really see an alternative. I think you just have to accept some risk. But on the bright side, I didn't have the blackout on Giovanni or the reset in the early game. This would have been a 53 without the unfortunate. Yeah, but that would have been like super lucky. But my first reset, I missed like 3 blizzards in a row. Then in the second fight, I missed 4 out of 6. That was just insane. Good times, I'm going to bed. Have a grass your night, Shadow. Alright, so if we take... Do you like Team Flare ground poses in red glasses? I think they're funny. Alright, so let's take a look at the leaderboard. A time of 55-36 puts us in 8th place. It did better than Slowbro, but worse than Flygon. Honestly, that makes sense, because another thing that really holds this Pokemon back is I have to struggle train to get Water Gun for Brock. That was like the one thing that really held it back. I mean, luck on the champion is sort of expected with a lot of different Pokemon. But still, this thing ended up performing decent. But then again, a lot of these old Fire Red runs could be a lot better. Like, in my Discords at some point, like, I really need to do re-ranks with, like, the Kanto birds, like Chimecho needs a re-rank. Raikou and Entei do. But, those will be done in time. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have to push that back an hour. I'm May have put it in the schedule as 7, it's going to have to be 8. But we'll be doing Leaf Green with another random Pokemon. I will see you all later.